Hey, Darlene, Dennis Feidner, CFO, and I go, hey, thanks for sending that back. I've got a couple things. I'm going to send you this video that I've here. I also am sending you a video on our paperless, very short, just to give you kind of idea what it does, but would be a paperless solution for your construction side, that smaller piece of your business. And then another video, I think it's like 13 minutes long, don't quote me on that, on our Sage Service Operations, which is a product that ties in to this. It's a Sage product seamlessly integrated to our Sage 100 contractor for that service stuff. So the maintenance contracts, the daily work orders where they're going out and fixing things, doing inspections, doing minor repairs. We have a full-blown mobile piece that will work just great on the iPads that they already have. So no equipment cost, just a monthly subscription cost for the number of users you would use. But there's a video that goes pretty well into detail. If that makes sense, shoot me an email back if you like what you see. There is a webinar, an hour webinar on the 24th at 9 a.m., which will be next Tuesday, that Sage is hosting, so you can get a really good in-depth look at it. You know what? I was going to do it later, so I'll just do it now. And the other thing that I think will be the biggest piece for you, from what I read in the notes, is they also have a customer's portal, self-service portal. And so for those property managers, they can actually go onto a website, request a work order. That work order is generated with the next work order number in your system and automatically sent into your dispatcher, so he knows that he has or she has a new work order. They can then dispatch it out to somebody. I mean, you'll see more in the webinar, obviously. It'll get dispatched out to the person's iPad. They'll be able to see that. They'll be able to see every work order that was previously done at the location you sent them to. And if you identify your equipment, so if you have pumps or tanks or something that you're maintaining, and it has an equipment number that you're managing for the owner, it'll actually give you the work history of that individual piece of equipment as well, with the ability to get a signed work order, log in and log out when they start, price it out. Typically in a commercial, we don't see a lot of that, but if you wanted them to price it out, they could. Also the ability, again, all these switches can be turned on and off, so don't think that what I say is gospel here. If you want your guy or lady in the field to just go and say, hey, customer comes up and says, hey, while you're here, can you give me a quote to do B? They have the ability to create that quote in the field as well, which is something a lot of other systems don't offer. So full-blown service, dashboards that manage the company where you can see how many work orders are open, how many were closed this week. The history is always there. Ability to do other things. The one thing that the clients really like, and they'll show this in the demo, is the ability to build a custom form. And in your industry, I think that's very important, that you have a quality checklist before they leave the job site. So when they're working on work order number 101, and they go down and they're about finished with work order 101, they click the hyperlink that says, I know I need to complete my finished quality control checklist. It brings up that form, they answer it, they actually will put their signature on it, and it becomes permanently attached to that work order. So it's always there. You'll know who did it and that they verified all of the things they were supposed to. So anyway, that's enough on Sage Service Operations. I might have just told you everything I know actually on that subject, because I have other people that just know it much better than I do. So this is a big deal. This is real easy for people to adapt to our solution because it's all icon driven. We actually can hide this menu over here once it's all set up. You know, if I am a payroll person, these are the tasks that I do. I'm going to go do them, etc. You know, if I'm in payables, this is what I do. These are the reports I'd like to run, and these are all customizable by individual person on your payroll. The piece that I think you're going to like, and we've talked to a lot of American contractor users here for the last 6 to 9 months. Once they realized that it was going away, I'm just going to pull this report up real quick. And this is one of the reports a lot of our clients like, and I'm not going to show you a lot. I just want to show you this one and some of the things it can do. One is, there's my contract. There's my change orders that have been approved, some change orders that have not been approved. There's my new contract value. Here's what I spent by task, by cost type, what I spent for the month, and what I spent to date. A nice part is here, if I'm a project manager or a controller, and I look at this item and say, hey, I budgeted $2,900, I spent $9,700. I can literally double click that and see exactly what makes up that $9,700. I'm not going to bore you with the details, but I can actually roll back to the time card from here or the actual AP invoice data entry. And if I want to, I can roll back to the purchase order that created the AP entry. So I can always roll back to the supporting data that makes up these numbers. So That's one thing that I think you're going to find important or a benefit over American Contractor. The other thing is in purchase orders, we can always copy and do something. So if you're actually estimating in Excel today, or you have something specific to your industry, as long as they can output the purchase orders they want to create or the budget they want to use for the job, we can actually take that from Excel, copy it, and paste it right into here, which to me saves a whole lot of time rather than re-entering it. The other thing is, and we'll just go to this one right here. If you follow my arrow all the way up top right hand corner, we have the ability to send any report out to Excel, Word, PDF. If I want to email it, I can email it directly out of Outlook. I know you had a note in your thing but this is more for things internally in here. But the people in the field will be actually sending emails as they complete their work orders directly from their iPad through our server for the Sage service operation. So, but in here, if I want to send this to the boss or I want to send this to a project manager, I click this, I pick his name out of my Outlook contact list, and off this report goes, or my CPA or what have you. So you'll see full project management. One of the things, and my background, by the way, is CFO and controller in construction for, I like to say it this way, 30 plus years, so a long time. And if I just type in job cost here, I'm just going to show you some samples. If I just type job cost, what's going to happen now is it's going to go out and search the system for any report that has anything to do with job cost. It says 145. There's actually 139. There's a couple of my own customs in here. I'm not going to show you those. Everything I'm about to show you here for the next couple minutes is included with the system. So this is one a lot of our clients like. It compares the budget plus change orders, so I can see what impact change orders had on each individual task, what my budget is, what I spent to date. And remember, this is just a sample here, but if I was in the actual report, I could click that and see how I got that cost, where that came from. This is another one our clients like. It's a real just snapshot of where we are margin-wise. And then, like I said, there's 139 more, from that one. Job cost records is a stupid example, but you'll find the ones you like. Once you find those, you're going to drag those to your desktop so that you can find them quickly, or the project manager will do that. Most of our reports, I will not say all because it's not true, most of our reports are modifiable by you. So if I bring up a report and I want to add a column to it, or I want to take a column off, we absolutely can do that. And so that's it. We actually have a work order, our own service, but the SSO adds so much more functionality, such a lot more functionality. It's like night and day when we've got this new product. You probably won't even use this. You'll need this for the back end for the accounting, but you'll probably be working out of the SSO Sage service 100% of the time for dispatching work orders, pricing out work orders, scheduling routine maintenance. There's a dispatch board that shows you either 1 day, 5 days, I think it is, 2 weeks, and then there's a 30-day look, and that can be filtered by technician or by area or by priority of the call. I'm not sure how large a geographic region you cover, but you could have, if you have multiple crews, like in LA, that they only work in LA, and have crews that only work in Orange County and only in Riverside County, you could actually have that dispatch board only show the groups that you want to show. Again, a big improvement over a lot of other ones that don't let you filter them, where they make you show every technician on the board and you're trying to find somebody. This way you can actually filter it really quickly to what you're looking for. Some of the other things, not a big deal, but you do new construction. This is a huge report a lot of our clients like. Apologize for the descriptions here, but these are the tasks that you have on the job. These are the hours that you budgeted to do each of those tasks. These are the hours that have been processed through payroll. And then once a week, once a month, it's up to you. Depends on how often you want to do it. I'm just going to make this job, that item 100% complete, this one 75% complete as an example. I can just tell you now that I need 7 hours to finish this item, and I'm going to be 42 hours under budget, 18 hours. Great report to provide to the estimator to see how accurate his estimate was, and to provide to the project manager to see how accurate he was in the field compared to the target you had set for him. So we have that one. The other one that I really like, and not only myself but our clients, we have close to 1,700, is this one here. It's a little weird until you get used to it, but again, these are your tasks. This is the budget with labor, subcontract cost, burden, equipment over materials, and subcontract. these are the number of units I had to do. So this could be the number of sprinkler heads, the number of linear feet, the number of control boxes, the number of alarms, whatever it is. These are just units that you can measure quickly. I can then tell you when at the end of the week, end of the month, I update my finished quantities. I then can tell you what I budgeted per unit to spend and what I actually spent per unit to do those tasks. Again, not meant to get anybody fired, but it's meant to really give you good positive feedback of how well you performed against the target that was set by the estimator. Anyway, very quick overview. I'd love to come up there and see you guys. Like I said, we're at Temecula. I'd have no problem just jumping in the car up, meeting you, learning more about what you guys do, and learning more about some of the issues you're trying to resolve with a new software solution. So check out the videos. If they make sense, let me know, and I'll send you the webinar link so that you can register for that webinar on next Tuesday. Hey, I appreciate it. Have a great night, and I hope to talk to you tomorrow. Thanks.